Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Division B. Today I am here presenting a video on some of the strategies and the tips in order to clear the CA Foundation in first attempt. I know that the May 2023 attempt students have around 70 to 80 days left and they are confused about what to study, how to study, and they are done with all their classes. They have all the conception clarity, but they don't know where to start their revision from their revision 1, revision 2 or revision 3. And this video is for for the people who are starting to study just now. That is, they have done with all of their classes, but they haven't started any revision. Secondly, to those people who are done with that revision and they are somewhere stuck or confused whether they have to jump to any other material or learn more things. And thirdly, to those people who haven't even have any classes or haven't even have any conceptual clarity, get started here firstly. So remove all this misconception from your mind. In order to pass CA Foundation, you should study for 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and some people miss your sleep and therefore study the whole night and whole morning. So there's no point in studying so voraciously. You're not gonna know all the concepts, you're not gonna learn all the concepts, and when it comes to exam, it depends on how smartly you study and not how hardly and how much time you spend on those studies. So I would suggest for the 70 to 80 days left before the CA Foundation, make a routine which has around only 4 to 5 hours of study time. Now these 4 to 5 hours are some hours which would be like not of all distractions. For example, your social media apps and everything, your family people and every little thing, be it your friends, be it your family and be it everyone, throw them away. They are of no use until your exams. Yeah, and these 4 5 hours you need to get hydrated. There are 4 pillars you should work on in order to clear foundation in the very first attempts. These 70 to 80 days you should make sure that these 4 pillars are strong enough. So the first pillar would be your productivity hours. See, for some people might be a morning lark, some people might be night owls. Now see, there's a misconception that I should study the whole day, I should study, I should work hard, I should be a night person, I should be a morning person. No, nothing like that. Just first identify yourselves, identify when you are most concentrated. Now see, when I was preparing for my CA Foundation, I would enjoy the whole day, I would play around, I would watch series. But when it comes to my routine, I had my efficiency and productive hours at the morning time. At the morning time from around 5 to 8 o'clock. Yeah, 5 to 8 o'clock, that's around 3 hours. And this was my productivity hours, and at those productivity hours I used to work enough in order to learn all the concepts, and yeah, that's it. I wouldn't have studied for the whole day. And night would be, you need to revise all the concepts. Yeah, make a routine of revising all the concepts in half an hour. See, for example, you would have handwritten notes, you would have any handbook. So make sure you make enough notes for a quick revision before you go to sleep. For only for those days concepts and not any other things. So the second pillar of the strategies related to CA Foundation is your mindset on how you should view on the materials that are going to come in the 70 to 80 days. So let's say you take any scanner and you start reading it. You will come across new questions, you will come across new concepts. Now see, some people will step back, they will lose confidence and therefore they'll think that they haven't prepared enough in order to go give the exam. I would say this is the same case with all the rankers. This is the same case who go about to 80, and this is the same case who just pass it. Yeah, we all see the questions for the first time. Yeah, we have conceptual clarity. Yeah, we have revised everything once, but yeah, the question is new. So I would not get discouraged by these new questions. So I would say change your mindset on how you view this question. See, for me, while reading a paper, imagine I got a question. I got a question that some hard ones, yeah, some hard questions I got. So I would see the question. So take my example, while solving any RTP or FTP, I would come across a new question. And therefore I would be fear that I am not enough to give the CA Foundation. But see, change your approach on how you view it. Yeah, now see, this question given RTP. Yeah, fine. I saw here and I went it. What if this question would have come in my attempt paper? What would you do then? You wouldn't have enough time to prepare, you wouldn't have enough time to think. So thank God that you have already learned this question and you're already coming for this question in RTP that took 70 to 80 days before this preparation, before the examination, which is quite a lot of advantage. So whenever you come across this hard type of question, just try to learn them, watch YouTube videos, yeah, watch anything you want, and just make sure you try to learn them and don't get discouraged by these type of questions. Because most of the people I know that they are perfectly conceptually prepared. They have attended on the classes when they have gone through on the materials, but when it comes to solving questions and when it comes to seeing new questions, they get afraid, and therefore they lose all the confidence. And there's something related to confidence. Once you start losing confidence, you procrastinate, and therefore you need to lose the full day, and that is 1 whole day of preparation from 80 to 70 days of your CA foundation journal. Say that keep a calm mindset. If you find a new question, simply solve it, know the answer, and just practice twice or thrice, and then play with your result for the exam. Yeah, that's it. Third pillar I want to talk about is your material, the material that you are going to use for the 70 to 80 days. So I talked about 3 types of people, right? The people who are done with the revision, who are done with the conceptual clarity of the classes. Second, people who are done with all the revisions, and third, who have it understanding. So for the first type of people who are done with all the ICI material, I would say go with the scanners. Go with the scanners. It doesn't see for every subject you can't. Go with the scanners. Yeah, most of you were going with the scanners. Right? There are what many 4 subjects. First would be what accounting. So accounting you will not find scanners, but one advantage of accounting is that it's a descriptive paper, and therefore you will get all the previous attempts paper in the ICI board of study. Go fetch the papers from there and start solving them. So for accounts, it is okay if you start solving like 4 RTPs, 2 MTPs, and 8 PYQs, and you're good to go. So you can easily score more than 80% in accounts. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I want to iterate all the conceptual clarity on the syllabus, all the ICI material back. But the main preparation where my had been started was from RTPs, MTPs, and most importantly the PYQs. Yeah, and that's for accounts. Next paper will go to law. Law also the same strategy. Law, the thing is you should have a perfect conceptual clarity. Perfect conceptual clarity doesn't mean that you know everything, you know all the law and stuff. You should have a good learning practice, you should have good time management practice, and you should have a good presentation skills, which you should work on each day. And when it comes to law, I started with all the previous year questions. And see, in law you have 5 chapters. I would say skip the last chapter. I would say skip the last chapter. You have how many 5 chapters? I would say skip the last chapter. The other 4 ones, that is the Companies Act, the Partnership and the Indian Contract Act, and the last one would be the Sale of Goods Act. Focus on them especially. They would fetch you around 60 marks easily. Fetch you around 60 marks easily. Yeah, that's all about law. And the more important thing I would emphasize on law is keep practicing previous year papers. And I forgot to tell the material where you should study from. Yeah, take, as I told, as a coach, you will provide a descriptive paper, go to the ICI take the papers, and see how the ICI members present their answer, and try replicating those answers. I would say for now, you should practice minimum 4 RTPs and 4 PYQs, and you're good to go with law. And the third paper would be the QABD, that is Quantitative Aptitude Max paper. So I would say there are scanners available online or your in coaching institute that you would have. And for me personally, I solved around 9 previous attempts paper, then 2 FTPs, and yeah, that's it. That's all with Max. I solved around 12 papers, and that's it. I'm good with Max. And see, for the people who are just good to Max in the CA foundation, just who haven't come from a Max background, I would say start with most important chapters such as the time value of money, and you start your statistical description of data, theoretical chapters, and everything. Just make sure you somehow keep 70% of marks into your pocket. Don't try to read the whole syllabus, it's of no use. You're simply gonna burst your mind. And have you seen the book? It's so big. Be it a scanners, be it any ICI material, the book is so big and you cannot read everything. So I would say emphasize the most important chapters such as time value of money, statistical description of data, measures of central tendency, and other way permutation and computation, and etc. Then we'll go to the last chapter, economics. Economics is also the same strategy. The economic same strategy would be like, for me personally, I saw how many 8 papers in economics and 2 MTPs, and that's it. I was good to go with economics. So as for the people who are done with conceptual clarity, and secondly, this can also be applicable for the people who are are done with the revision 1. You can start to do all the papers and stuff. And third would be for those people who haven't started yet. I would say finish the ICI material, whichever coaching material done with. First finish all the syllabus. We have 70 to 80 days. First 40 days use everything. First 40 to 50 days be it. Use everything to solve the syllabus. Everything. Don't even miss a single thing. You don't know from where the questions might come from. So I would just solve everything and then come to the second strategies one. That is exam papers and solving the previous year question paper. And that's all. That's everything for only 4 subjects. So the fourth pillar is the CA foundation is managing your time well, on how you will perform all the papers in 3 hours of time. Yeah, I've seen most of the people who have done with all the ICI Battalion, all the RTPs, all the PYQs, all the MTPs, and they have gone to give the exams and therefore failed even after that. This is only because you don't have any, they did not have any proper time management. See, the most important thing in CA exam, yeah, knowledge is one thing. Second one would be the time management in the examination. You would have 3 hours. Yeah, that's all. That's more than enough for someone who is well practiced in all the subjects and etc. So I would say work on the solving the papers. See, for this to work, you need to solve papers in your house itself. That is from 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 o'clock for paper 3 and paper 4, and 2 to 5 o'clock for other papers such as Twitter not. I would say just sit at your home, take any paper and try solving as much as you can in this 3 hours time. Don't worry if the answer is correct, if the answer is wrong. You just have to aim that in this particular time you should cover this many marks. So this is your final aim which should be. And when it comes to maths, make sure that you solve at least 80% of the paper in that 2 hours time. And the strategy of maths would be simple. You don't need to get stuck into questions. Just try solving everything you know from 1 to 100. Try solving everything you know. Set, you need to manage your time well. Just aim for crossing above 80% in all the papers in a given period of time. Practice every day, and I would say this time management skills to be practiced start from when you're around 30 days before the examination. Don't start now. 70 to 80, just work on your skills, just work on developing all the knowledge, developing all the conceptual clarity, and developing all the important questions you need to prepare. And the last would be that's it. 30 to 40 days before the examination, start with this time management skills, because these are one of the most important. I am stressing on it. Don't leave it behind in order to cover. So that's it. That's all about time management. Just start managing your time from 30 to 40 days before the examination. Now, at present situation, I would say get all the knowledge, get all the information, get all the questions, and get prepared for it. And then start with your 30 to 40 days of time management strategy. See, and the way you view the papers, be confident. See, there's no person on earth who could see the CA foundation paper and clear it all in 100 marks. Go with the mindset and with a view of that you will solve how much ever you can. Yeah, there will be new questions there. Don't expect that you are gonna solve the whole paper. Just expect that you can solve the most of them, that you know most of the questions from this. That's it. That's all for this video. I hope you would apply on the 4 pillars well in the CA foundation. And yeah, all the best, and I would be wishing for you.